Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. This weekend is SCG Worcester.
Yes. I'm excited to play it. I've heard great things about this town. Rob loves it.
Yeah, it's everyone's favorite on the SCG Tour. Can't wait to play some Team Constructed.
Yep.
Every format is really interesting.
Oh, yeah. The leaderboard's really heating up right now. You know, I believe I'm in 6th. We got to try to, team up, beat our teammate Pete. He's running rampant on the leaderboard. We really need to catch up to him. So.
Not to ruin the vibe, but this weekend's actually Cincinnati. Worcester was last weekend. Come on, yo.
Are you sure?
I didn't even check the schedule to check you, and you're just wrong.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because since it was the first weekend of April.
Oh, yeah.
And, okay.
I'll always know when Cincinnati shows are. I can tell you that much.
Okay. Well, hey, no one was going to double check it until you said something, Rob. But you know what? We're testing for a team open anyways. Nailed it.
Nailed it. What format was Cincinnati supposed to be?
That I don't know.
The good news is that time is an illusion, and it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll move Worcester to this weekend now for the sake of our show. It's the decks that would have had a big impact on SCG modern. Worcester last weekend.
These are we're going to be playing the winning decks from would-be SCG Worcester.
The winning squad. Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
We know exactly what they were going to be. We divined it a month ago. We just didn't want to let people in on the secret.
Exactly.
Of our clairvoyance.
Smart. So we're going to be starting with Standard. We're going to be moving our way through Standard, Pioneer, Modern. Try to see maybe what the best decks of each format was, maybe what a lineup would have looked like.
Yeah, and it's true. All three formats really are in significant flux right now. It's not. I don't think it's obvious in any of the three what like a best deck is.
Yeah. Really.
The companions have obviously made a huge impact. In particular, Luris and Yorion, and you'll see plenty of those cards today. But it's not like there's just one Yorion deck or one Luris deck.
Yeah.
There really are several surrounding each of those cards, which is why they're the most popular companions.
Yep.
Other companions have a pretty set deck built around them.
Yeah, and honestly, we're seeing new decks pop up like every day. I mean, I don't know if you saw this Jeskai Cycling Luris deck that it took top 4 of this last weekend challenge. Just plays, Flourishing Fox, a lot of the cycling mechanics, just all the 1-mana cycling. I know you tried it on Versus Live a while ago, and you kind of said the 2-mana ones were bad. Well, this person, I forget the name of them, decided to just play all the 1-mana cycling cards, put Luris in there, and did quite well with the deck.
Yeah, it's pretty nice for like Drannith Stinger, Drannith Healer, being able to cycle those early and then just cast them late from your graveyard. You still get to play Zenith Flare. We actually got tagged on Twitter on the deck the other day. This like cool Jeskai Heroic. In Standard with Luris that looks really sweet, and apparently somebody is top 100 Mythic with that deck.
Yeah.
So a lot going on in Standard for sure. And we're going to be featuring 2 of the decks that we think are quite good. I'm going to be starting out with the list that won the Magic Fest Online Weekly Challenge. There's like 7 words in the title of the tournament series.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
I'm sure I'm missing 3
Just
of
like
them.
every card these days,
Yes,
like there's been so many tournaments that now we have to add a lot of extra words to new tournaments that are popping up, just like the same as cards. We've used all the easy words. Call of the Herd. We're now on to Obosh, this long ass word.
So I'm going to be playing. This is a Rakdos Sacrifice deck, but not playing Luris. Instead, playing Obosh. I think a lot of people are actually souring on Luris in Standard right now, and for good reason. Luris has been clearly the best companion in both Legacy and Modern, and arguably the best one in Pioneer, I would say. And I think that's pretty telling that the gradient goes from the oldest format to the newest in terms of its most success to least success. And it's because, in my opinion, that deck building restriction for Luris to make it a companion is hardest to meet in smaller formats, because you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel to get 2-mana cards into your deck that still work.
That are
in whatever
powerful,
shell
too.
and are powerful enough.
Yeah.
So that, you become really exploitable when your deck has that much of a lower power level. That a lot of people are just looking to play the more powerful options. Mayhem Devil and Woe Strider and things like that. And you still get to play those with Obosh. You're still playing a good number of 1-drops because you want to be able to curve out. So you can go 1-drop, 2 1-drops on the first 2 turns, maybe a tap land in there, and then have 3-drop and actually be playing powerful cards. And once you get to Obosh, Mayhem Devil puts in a lot of work.
Yeah, honestly, I like the Obosh decks better right now for the same reasons that you described. Obosh just actually kills your opponent, and all these Lurrus decks are so easy to go over the top of with like Yorion decks and stuff and Team of Reclamation, because they just, they don't play stuff that hits you hard enough. And they are more of a grindy mid-range deck, even though they're only playing 1 and 2 mana spells. But this Obosh deck, it's an aggro deck. It is for sure an aggro. It's getting you dead. So I like this version a lot more, and I think it's going to trend to be the more powerful, popular choices moving forward, especially because any deck that wins a tournament, people, of course, are going to play more of. But I just think Lurrus is not that great in Standard.
No, I completely agree. I think, there are meta games where decks like that will be good. But with Yorion around and all these other really powerful decks, I much prefer to try to match their power to some extent and just to try to end the game.
Yeah, end the game especially because all these Yorion decks, I feel like Yorion is like the flavor of the week, and now this is the kind of cool thing. Everybody's building their iterations of the deck, but all these decks are just trying to kind of be in an arms race with each other, trying to go bigger than the other one, play agents, play Aether Gust main, all these things to help out during these specific matchups. And that opens the door for fast, aggressive decks like Obosh, Team of Reclamation, Jeskai cycling, all this stuff to kind of go in where these Yorion decks are not really expecting other stuff.
A very common metagame progression where you start out with some aggressive decks, the mid-range decks learn how to handle them, then the mid-range decks look really good. They have to inbreed to fight each other, and once they inbreed too much, the aggro decks sneak back in again.
Yep, 100%. And
Tale is old as time.
It really is. And the companions are all mid-range machines. They really are helping out to make these the best decks right away because it's the most obvious way to start. But decks like this are going to pop up to answer them and take advantage of the metagame. So I'm excited to check it out. The deck I'm going to be playing today is a take on my 4-color Yorion Fires list that I did some nice work on in the E-League last week. I made some changes. I cut the phase because when you don't have fires, it's a big liability against other Mystical Dispute decks. When you don't have it and you have to just pay 4 for something that goes and gets you something, doesn't affect the board. So I didn't really like those, but otherwise pretty close to that list. I think it is very powerful. I think maybe it is a little bit worse against these other Yorion decks that are trying to play like Agent of Treachery. I don't know if you've ever had your fires taken by an Agent of Treachery and then they play Yorion. You lose. You lose on the spot. Blink it, take another permanent, that fires becomes a liability post-board, not only because you can't interact in those matchups, but for that exact sequence, because it happens often. Because they draw a lot of agents, because they're playing 3 or 4.
They always have Yorion. They're so lucky.
I know. It's like, God, they just have it every hand.
It's unbelievable.
I know.
I thought sees them all the time, and I never see it.
I know, yeah. And turn 5, here we are. It's just like Oko, man. They always had turn 1 Goose into Oko.
The luckiest opponents.
Yes. Well, shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, I was the companion king last week, so I got those fancy marbles over there. So it looks like you get to go first.
Good thing I'm playing an aggro deck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ooh.
Yeah, this hand seems reasonable.
My hand is definitely reasonable as well. We have a problem where if we do not hit a land, over the course of the next few turns, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble, but otherwise this hand looks sweet, so bring it on.
I'll shock to 18 and play a Whisper Squad.
Wow, you got a 1-drop? How lucky.
Yeah.
And that is pretty nice with Obosh, too. It's like, if you don't have a 2-drop, well, you got something to activate for 2.
It helps you fill your curve. I think this is a card that got really overlooked during preview season by us, as well as the broader Magic public.
It's the first time we've overlooked a Magic card, though, so I feel pretty good about that. But
I kind of view it as the Black Squadron Hawk.
Oh, yeah?
The card is just Squadron Hawk.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it kind of reminds me of what we overlooked in Throne of Eldraine is another powerful 1-drop Innkeeper.
Attack for 1.
Ouch.
You're at
19.
And this is not Sorcery Feud, right?
It is
Yeah,
not.
Pass
No.
the turn.
Okay. What if I sudden shock you?
Then I'll get Ricky Hayashi in here to DQ you from the episode.
That's fair. Okay, so that was an interesting draw. That really leads me to want to play the card I just drew. If we look at my hand, yeah, I mean this card is not that great right now. So we're gonna take 2. We're gonna be grazing. I regret not putting the Temple Garden into play first, but we didn't have the Grazer, so I still feel like it was warranted. And I'll pass to you.
Okay, so you're at 17.
Yep.
17 to 18.
I'll block.
So just get in for 2.
All right, 16.
Block, take 1, go 16, and then I will play a Woe Strider.
Strider.
Get
Okay.
a Brad Nelson Goat token.
He is the GOAT.
Pass the turn.
All right. Untap. That was a big whiff. We really, really, really wanted to land there.
A little Whiffsky.
A little old whiffsky, but we're still sitting all right here. We're going to go with a Teferi. Put that Woe Strider back. Draw a card and a nice little Triumph. Pass to you. All right.
Okay. Exactly what we wanted. This is another land,
Yes.
which is true. Tact Fairy.
I'm going to go with no blocks.
And we'll shock to 16, so we got 16 all.
Okay.
And I'm going to play an Oven and replay this Woe Strider.
Okay.
Get another Goat.
Sounds like a plan.
Pass the turn.
Teferis and stuff are usually quite bad against Lurrus sacrifices, but against this version, they actually are pretty decent.
Yeah, I have a good number of 3-drops that you want to be hitting.
Exactly. Okay, so now what do we want to do? I think I want to try to control your board a little bit because Obosh can do some damage here next turn.
The tokens do not get... I guess they're zeros anyway, but they were pumped by something.
Okay. We're
They don't
gonna
get double.
start with. They do double the damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My odd permanents.
All right. So I'm gonna go with fires and Scorching Dragonfire Woe Strider.
Let's sack that for a food.
Alrighty. Then I'll pass to you. Whisper Squad's dealing double is a lot better than dealing +2. The Grazer gets to live.
Yeah. Let's play Judith. I don't have a
Okay.
5th land here, so
Okay.
get in.
Yeah, the goats get in. That
Yep.
is spicy. Okay. I'm gonna block a Whisper Squad.
Take 4.
Yep.
Brings you to 12.
12.
And then I'm going to play a Cauldron Familiar. You go to 11, I go to 17.
Okay.
And I'll pass the turn.
All
Or
right.
actually, I should sack this now and just deal the last one here.
Okay.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
Good call.
Get another food. 'Cause
All
the
right.
Grazer had 2 damage on it.
Makes sense. This is gonna be pretty rough to deal with. Now, what do we want to do? I want to deal with that Judith because that's going to be quite the problem. So we got some free spells to do here, so we're going to be able to have quite a good turn. That's
Gonna
just
have that
how do we wanna
legendary
sequence?
triple spell turn.
The very scary triple spell turn. Yep, you got it. Now, I want to deal with Judith. So we're going to go Tamio. I'm going to bring back Scorching Dragonfire.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Yorion. I'm going to blink these out. Now my mana is unlocked. And we're going to go with... for sure a land tapped.
You have 3 in hand right now?
I have 3, yep.
Which is the Dragonfire.
Yep.
Quad spell turn. You got like Fairy in there too.
I definitely can do the old quad spell turn. So I'm going to Dragonfire this. That gets exiled. And then the question is, what else would I like to do? Judith was really the scary thing because it was pumping those goats. So I will expect like Cauldron Familiar to come back, which is decently scary. But the damage doesn't get doubled from Cauldron Familiar because it is loss of life, so that is a little helpful. It's a little risky here. To bring back Cat, I go to 10. You could play Obosh, I block, I take 4. Cat will take some extra damage from me. Okay, we're gonna Narset. And go down to 3 here, activate. Okay, that's pretty good pickup. Go with Narset. We'll say go. Our permanents come back. This is a fresh Planeswalker now, and I'll pass to you.
Okay. I will sack a food to bring back the familiar.
Okay.
We get 10 to 18.
Yep. Now it's a big turn. Yeah. They're all big turns.
That was a big turn.
Yeah. That was a good one.
What'd you find off the Narset?
Narset. the adult Narset. All right.
So, I think this is a game I'm going to have to try to squeak by in. So, I'm just going to send everything at Corey.
I will block a Whisper Squad.
Take 2, go to 8.
8, yep.
And I will play Gutter Bones and Serrated Scorpion.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Okay. Scorpion is quite the annoying card, I have to say.
Yeah, when you're trying to limp over the finish line, it's a nice one to do that.
It really is. Okay, we're definitely going to activate Narset. Now we're looking for our big payoff cards like Inspiring Ultimatum. Would you like to see that one? Okay. Only hit here. ECD. Very bad right now. Now, what do we want to do? Okay. We're going to go with Shark Typhoon.
Sure.
Teferi as my second free spell. Does that resolve? I get a shark. We still don't have sharks, I imagine, huh? Matthias Hunt is a shark here, so we'll go with that. So this is our 3/3 shark. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now I want to unlock some more spells. So I'm gonna bounce fires.
Yep.
Draw. Now I'm going to bring back Scorching Dragonfire. I am going to play Narset, get a 4/4 shark.
Yep.
I'm going to tick up for blue, gain 2 life. Go to 10. Thank you. Go to 10. I don't want to use the mana here because I just want to be able to have Scorching Dragonfire available. Now the question is, do I think I can attack? And I don't think there's really a point. I'm set up pretty well to win the long game as long as I don't die. So we're going to play some defense and pass to you.
Okay. Let's definitely get a Whisper Squad.
Okay.
And I can't really do the Oven Familiar loop here because of the Dragonfire.
Yeah, it's very true. And that's the thing I love with this deck is like fires you want for that explosive turn, but then most of the time you just want to bounce it. You know, like get it back into your hand so you can interact. So that multifaceted ability of fires to be able to have it be an explosive turn and then dial it back so you can interact is the thing I love the most about this deck.
So you're on 4 cards in hand right now?
4 cards, yep.
I
And
know Fires and Dragonfire.
And ECD.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is not looking great.
Yep.
Ten.
Mm-hmm. So many permanents. Gotta love when you have more planeswalkers than creatures here. You love it, right? He doesn't love it. Not even Brad Nelson, I don't think, can help you out of this situation.
Yeah, it's a tough one. The Shark Typhoon is really the biggest deal.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a bunch of
we call them baby sharks.
baby sharks. Yeah. even just 2/2s and 3/3s, like
Yep.
It's perfectly fine.
Yep. And you were forced to try to scrape through, which I think was correct, but then my planeswalkers get this extra ability, and then all I focus on is just trying to contain your creatures.
Yeah, you had a really good turn at containing me here.
Mm-hmm.
If your hand was like kind of bad, I think I had lethal this turn.
Yep. Well, I mean, to be fair, on turn 5 and turn 6, I cast 4 spells.
Yeah.
4.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I only cast 3 last turn because I didn't cast the Dragonfire, but I effectively cast 4 spells. And that's the nuts, interactions with fires. But there is disadvantages as well. Counter magic is quite bad against it.
Yeah, there's just really not much I can do.
That's what I was hoping for. I'm still afraid of like Mayhem Devil. That starts to get a little silly, but who knows if that's enough. I feel like you need to set up an Obosh and Mayhem Devil turn, but it's so hard to do with ECD hanging around and stuff.
Okay, let's claim the 4/4 shark.
Okay.
And send in the clowns.
The clowns are coming.
All of you.
All at me. Okay, well, I want to preserve my life total, so I'm going to Dragonfire something that I want you to not sack. So I don't really want to hit Cauldron Familiar or Serrated Scorpion, because that's what you kind of want to do already. So I'm going to try to hit Gutter Bones and force you to do that. Trigger, get a 2/2 shark.
I'm going to let that happen.
May I block?
Yes.
Okay, I'll block Yorion to the big shark, and then I'll block 2 Whisper Squads.
Okay, I will activate Whisper Squad before damage.
Okay, I like that. Not having like a post-combat Mayhem Devil would be scary.
So you're going to end up taking 2?
2, yep. 8 to 18?
Yep.
You didn't want to sack anything, Davin?
No.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll play another Cauldron Familiar.
Okay, I'll go to 7, you go to 19?
Yep.
All right. Done?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's untap. Draw. I'm going to tick up, and now I just want the high impact card. I have the 7th land, so we're going to name Inspired Ultimatum.
Yep.
Top 5 or 4?
4.
I forget. 2, 3, 4. Dang it. I meant Shark Typhoon. We'll tick this up. And now no Elspeth Conquers Death target. So nothing great with that. My hand isn't super good right now. So I think we're going to start with a Omen. Get a 2/2 shark.
Want to pay some mana for that?
Nope. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know if actually, that might be even better for me. Okay. Yeah. Well, Omen. Ooh. That's a good one. I'm going to keep that on top. This on the bottom. Draw this. Now, going to cast Uro. Go to 10. Draw. Land into play. Another land. I'm going to gain 2, add blue.
You're 12.
12, and take this up, did these, and I think I'm just going to pass to you.
Okay. And step, I'll loop familiar in oven.
Yep.
I'm at 20, you're at 11.
Yep.
That's too much life gain. That Uro's the nail in the coffin, I think.
Yep. Now being able to gain life with Narset plus Uro is going to be quite strong. Even land 5 here, I'm not that afraid of.
Yeah, which is what I have.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to Woe Strider.
Mm.
So let's exile 4.
Yep.
Escape this with some counters. Get some goats.
Okay.
At least a goat. And you have 4 blockers, so I have no good attacks. Guess I can attack with like 1 Call to Familiar since I have the food to bring it back.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, what is that doing?
An extra drain, I guess, huh?
Point.
Yeah.
Every point I think probably matters.
Yeah.
Okay, attack you for 1.
Yeah, I'll block. Okay.
You can go.
All right, untap. I can ultimate Narset right now if I really felt the need, but really, step number 1 for me is going to bring back Uro. Well, let's see if we hit Ultimatum again. Inspired Ultimatum. Miss. Bring this back. Exiling lands. And Growth Spiral is not that big of a deal. Uro, go to 14.
Yep.
Draw. Land for the turn.
Land for Uro.
Yep. Land for Uro. Play that. Land for the turn. And I could drop kick something with Narset. I could just try to drop kick Woe Strider. That is a way that you maybe go off, is if you just top deck Mayhem Devil. Actually, okay. What we're just going to do here is add a mana. Oops. Add white.
You go to 16.
Yep. And this 4, Elspeth conquers death on Woe Strider. Get a 5/5 shark.
Let's sack it to the oven with the trigger on the stack. Get
Okay.
2 more food.
Yep. And so these.
Actually, I should sack one of these to at least to scry.
Okay.
First. Bottom. Let's do it again.
Okay. Try
Bottom.
to set up a good one for you.
And then I think we'll sack this since we're getting a bunch of extra food.
Okay.
Bottom. And this as well. Okay, I can keep that on top, though I'm not sure if it's good enough.
Okay. So I can attack with these. Now I kind of want to start getting in there a little bit. I feel comfortable enough to attack. Put this on chapter 1. We're going to get in there with... You got 2 cats, huh? Just Yorion.
So I'll go to 16.
Yep. Pass to you.
These aren't attacking, so there's no reason to bring them back just yet.
Okay.
I guess I want to bring back 1. Let's bring back 1 on the main phase.
Okay.
You go to 15, I go to 17.
Yep.
Play Judith.
Okay.
Attack you for 2.
I'll block with this one.
Okay. Deal 1 to you.
14.
I was dead in the air. I didn't even do the math. 5, 10, 19.
Then I can emblem if I have spells.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just had those insanely explosive turn 5, turn 6, and that just really set the groundwork for, as long as I didn't get a little over excited and start attacking you, which would have been a bad play, it was going to be pretty clear that I was going to overpower you on that one.
That's a little bit too much on those turns.
Yep. All right. You want to head to sideboard here? We might as well play post-board games. We are getting ready for SCG Worcester. So.
Yes. Yeah, let's do some sideboarding. So we're going to take a quick break here, set up some sideboards, and then finish this match between Rakdos, Obosh, and 4-color Fires.
4-color
Yorion
Yorion Fire. Yorion's 4-color Fires. Okay. It's a mouthful. I'll see you in a second.
And welcome back to Versus Live. We're sideboarding in our matchup between Obosh, Rakdos, and 4-color Yorion Fires. On my side, we've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I like Rotting Regisaur as a really nice heavy hitter. You can even just take advantage of the downside, by pitching Gutter Bones and Cauldron Familiars and things like that. And it survives a lot of your removal: Scorching Dragonfire, Deafening Clarion. Little weak to Teferi, but there's plenty of 3-drops in my deck that just get bounced by Teferi. So so I like that here. Act of Treason, I think, is just much better than Claim. You're pretty creature light, so this effect isn't great. But the fact that I know you have access to Yorion every game.
I'm so lucky. I draw it all the time.
Yeah.
I draw it so often when I play this deck, y'all.
Means that Act of Treason is going to pretty much always have a target, at least the first copy. So we're going to try bringing in those. Can also take Uro, which is a problematic card, and a nice one for me to Act of Treason. Drill Bit for a little bit of hand disruption, Bedevil to upgrade my removal. This also deals with Grafter's Cage if you happen to have it.
Yeah.
And I do see a copy there.
Yep.
Or Cutting Claim, I think, is obviously the worst card in the deck. Heraldic Banner is a card that I think is pretty cool in the deck.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool limited, playable card. It's like a nice limited 24th card or something, yeah. Did you accidentally just bring your drop deck here and you sleeved them together? Or?
I think it is actively quite good in this deck.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, you have so many 1-drops, and you're trying to curve to a 5-drop that playing this plus an extra 1 on turn 3 into Obosh on turn 4 is just a great pattern. But in the post-board games in a matchup like this, you're bringing in a bunch of sweepers. You have a lot of removal. I think we're going to have a hard time just rolling you over with a good curve draw, and I'm going to have a hard time generating a huge wide battlefield to take advantage of the Anthem effect.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut Banner for those reasons, and then I'm trimming on Serrated Scorpion. I think it's the worst 1-drop. We're just trying to upgrade the power level of our deck a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And the Banner is awesome for going into Obosh. We're even seeing like Amori decks ramping into 6-drops or whatever, a Luna or Gyruda or something. So that play pattern of setting a card up that ramps directly with your companion, I think is is a very good thing. But yeah, like Banner just running into Elspeth Conquers Death and then Yorion Elspeth Conquering Death, another thing. Just seems like a nightmare. So I like taking that out. So from my end here, Narset Porter of Veils is by far the worst card up against these Rakdos Sacrifice decks. You don't really draw any cards anymore. Like most of these decks don't have time for Castle Locked-In anymore because now you have an extra card. You're doing so much with Whisper Squad that...
Not even playing Midnight Reaper.
Yeah, exactly. And Midnight Reaper is not very effective anymore. Tamio is also pretty slow. I was playing 3 of these. I'm going down to 2 because it does still stop like Drill Bit. And it's a great thing to play right before you Yorion with Fires out, bring something back, Yorion, kind of like what we saw last game. And then we're leaving in 1 Inspired Ultimatum because it is a good thing to catch me up, but drawing 2 is a nightmare. And then just bringing in Mass Removal, and then 1 Graph Sticker's Cage. I have a second, so for anybody thinking maybe this is weird to not bring in both, you're not doing as much stuff as the normal Rakdos Sacrifice, right? Like you're not Lurising, you're not leaning into that return stuff as much.
Fiend Artisaning.
Yeah,
those lists are doing
exactly. So I think it's okay. I'm happy to draw 1, but I never want to draw 2. Could be wrong on that. Maybe just both are still good, but we're gonna try this out.
Okay.
All right. So far, who would have guessed it? Me, Yorion, is doing some good work. You're going to see a little bit of Yorion from my decks. Rob has officially told me he hates me now for all the 80-card decks that I've built. So
this is true.
Yeah. I thought it was just because he was jealous of my sock game, but apparently it's because of all this sleeving with 80 card decks.
Yeah, I think that was pretty obvious.
All right, Rob. I know we have our differences today, but you got any good questions for us?
I do. So you're talking about Luris, and you were talking about the Jeskai cycling deck earlier. Have you seen the Luris in the Jeskai cycling deck, and what do you think about that build or that possible build of the deck?
Yeah, and the Jeskai cycling deck that I was referring to does play Luris. And maybe I didn't specify that close enough, but I think this deck is really interesting because it's taking advantage of these Yorion decks that are trying to be slower because they're in an arms race with other Yorion decks, and its aggressive decks have always been really good against Temur Reclamation, so it makes sense that something like this is pretty well positioned to be good. But you pair that Jeskai cycling deck up against this Obosh deck, and you're done. You're toast. I don't even think it'd be remotely close. So I think it's going to be a flash in the pan personally. But a better build might stem from it.
Yeah, one of those very metagame dependent decks because it has very polarized matchups.
Yeah. And it does make people sideboard a little bit weird, where you're playing this aggressive creature deck, but you also have Zenith Flare. So decks have to sideboard in a way that, like, you bring in your Deafening Clarions and stuff, but are you also supposed to bring in Negate to beat these, So it does put these decks in a rough sideboarding situation, which makes the deck powerful. That's a good element of attack.
Do you think that might show some bit of, like, Arena splintering the format into what's good in best of one and what's good in best of three? Since you're talking about a lot of these, like, sideboarding being important.
Yeah, I wish any kind of opinion I would have on best of one is just going to be a guess at this point. I don't really play it, so I don't keep up with it. So basically all my comments are going to be directed at best of three. Best of one, I mean, I guess my guess would be you focus more on aggro decks in your main deck, so maybe the cycling deck would be worse, but once again, that's just kind of a guess, so I don't really know on that.
Yeah, I'm with Corey there.
Yeah.
You really just don't play best of one, but
Yeah.
the cycling aggro deck seems sweet to me. I love the idea of a cycling deck that has a built-in mechanism to utilize a bunch of extra mana. So you're cycling a bunch, you just draw a lot of lands.
Yeah.
And if you keep your curve low, then you end up just flooding. Luris really stops you from flooding.
And like Boon of the
single-handedly.
Wish Givers they play, so like if you really cycle to too much, jamming that is going to be pretty nice. So
I like drawing 4 cards.
I'm a fan. What was the card? Opportunity?
Yeah,
Tidings or something?
Tidings is 5 mana sorcery. Opportunity is 6 mana instant. And
Okay.
Boon is a 6 mana sorcery that cycles.
I was a Tidings fan. I loved it. All right, keep those questions coming in, everybody. We are going to play game number 2, but we're happy to answer whatever you got. All right, how's your hand, fella?
It is 4 lands and 3 3-drops.
Okay.
Which I don't think is keepable.
This hand is a little slow. But if we get something like a Grazer or a Growth Spiral, this hand is just absolute money here. I think I'm going to keep this with you mulliganing. I know that's kind of a bad mentality to have. You should keep hands based on if they are good or not. But you know what? I've kept looser hands than this in the past and lost because of it. So, Rob, you got another question?
Yes, I do. Our very own Dan May.
Oh, Dan,
says
we miss you.
he's been struggling over the past few days on Arena adapting to the new meta. Any suggestions on what he can do to fix that?
Well, I think the meta is shifting in a way that, Yorion decks are becoming the new hotness. So there's a lot of those running around. So it's a big mid-range battle. So to kind of dip and dodge out of that, I like Temur Reclamation as an answer to that. But otherwise, it's tough because all these Yorion decks are also playing Uro. So aggro is kind of shut down. It's a struggle right now. It's either try to be the bigger Yorion deck, play Temur Reclamation, or, try to beat them down with Obosh. But Dan, I would recommend this Obosh deck if you want to have a spice up and something that I think is pretty decently positioned.
Okay. This 6 is reasonable, though drawing basic mountain in this hand is very awkward.
Put it on the bottom.
I'm not. It's my second land.
Okay,
I need that
okay.
one. I think this is the weakest 1-drop, so we'll put that one on the bottom.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to go to 18 and play Whisper Squad.
Alrighty.
Pass the turn.
20 to 18. All right. Now I have a choice between playing a Triome that unlocks all my colors, or Growth Spiral, or Temple of Plenty to be able to look, and I can't cast Growth Spiral no matter what next turn if I find it, so we better get our color down first. Pass to you.
Also, Corey, suggestion from the chat from Xander the Greatest. Just keep hands based on whether Seth Manfield would keep them.
Oh, so just never look and keep.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see some of his keeps this weekend?
I'm sure I would be rolling over in my
Oh
grave.
my god. It's just impressive that the man is like the GOAT, and it's just like he just doesn't think about it and keeps a hand that literally can't play a single spell. Like just snaps it off too. Doesn't even think about it. He impresses me.
Attack to 19.
19.
Pass the turn.
All
It really is baffling.
Yeah, one day we'll be that good, you know?
We're just not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's impressive. Temple, scries to another temple. Definitely don't want that. Looking for action, so I'll pass to you.
Okay, activate the squad.
Okay.
Squad up.
Squad up.
Okay.
So a little worried about this game. Our hand hasn't developed like I would want to. I haven't drawn out of it like the Seth Manfield special.
That was a draw. Attack for 2.
I'll take it.
I
17.
was really worried because I've drawn 2 mountains.
Okay.
And I was gonna have to just play really slowly, but also kind of play into
Clarion and stuff.
Clarion, but now I just have Rotting Regisaur. You can go. Maybe this gets deferried, but
that's pretty good. So 3 cards in hand. Think I want to just go like this and pass to you.
okay. Upkeep. Discard Gutter Bones.
Flashy.
Attack for 9.
I am going to could take 8. All right, we're going to
Cycle a Shark Typhoon.
No, I'm gonna Scorching Dragonfire a Whisper Squad.
That'll happen.
Take 8 down to 9.
Yep. I'm just gonna drill bit you. I feel ahead. I just want to take away whatever your next best play is.
Dang it. Okay, we had our plan of Narsetting negative, discarding Shark Typhoon to kill Rotting Regisaur lined up, but I would imagine you take one of those cards. At least we get to just play the other one, so I'm not, incredibly sad about it, but that was why I Scorching Dragonfired there. I could have cycled Shark Typhoon and blocked, saved a lot of damage, but I wanted to set up that play for next turn. But you're such a jerk.
So, do I take the Shark Typhoon and risk you hitting a way to kill Rotting Regisaur with the Narset?
Yep.
Or do I take the Narset and just let you chump block Shark Typhoon for a turn? And then I'm in a bit of a pickle because I just don't have a great way to get my hand onto the battlefield because I've drawn 2 mountains and all black cards.
Yeah, it'd be pretty nice to put that back to your hand right now.
Yeah.
But, that's not working too great for you there, bud.
No, the mana has not cooperated.
Yeah, I don't even know what I want you to do here. It's pretty close.
I think it would be very easy to take Shark Typhoon if I had 2 other power on board, but obviously you kill the Whisper Squad because you know what's what. Like a jerk.
I know, I am a jerk. Yeah.
Although I guess you do have to. How are you casting this? Okay, so you probably have to shock to cast the Narset.
Oh, assuredly.
So if you go for it, you're just dead if you don't hit. And I don't think you have a ton of hits to deal.
I can gain 2 life.
Yeah, but then I just kill the Narset, and then I guess then you just ECD this.
Mm-hmm. If I get a land. Yeah, I'm not in a great spot, bud. I'm not in a great spot.
Yeah, you need to have an untapped land to do
this
that.
This is what I needed to draw on turn 2 instead of turn 3.
I think I take the Shark Typhoon.
All right, I like it.
I'm not sure, but this is a riskier play.
Yeah. Done?
I like living on the edge. Yeah.
Yes, who doesn't? All right, untap. 8. I could, try to just play nothing or something right now, but that doesn't seem great. I think it is just going to be take 2 and then gain 2 with Narset.
Staying at 9, essentially.
Yeah, don't have a play to follow it up, so I'll pass to you.
And I'm going to discard, I think, just Mayhem Devil.
Okay.
I guess this does count as your 5th land, so you don't need an untapped land. But if your play is to just deal with this and go to 3, all I need to do is draw a black source here.
I was gonna say Fabled Passage is for sure on top now for the win.
So I can attack the Narset, and if you have untapped land, you'd be at 8. I would play this. You'd be...
Yeah, it's tough because you really want to be taking care of my permanents, because Yorion, really just benefits me having just anything on board, but you also want to get me dead, so it's tough.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you're doing, though, if I just put you to 1 and play this. I guess I should have actually discarded this, but... So if I put you to 1, like, what 2 cards am I scared about? You're going to go to 3, like, ECD this, and then you have to use something else on top of that. Or you can Yorion blink here, but that's just a blocker for this. So I'm just going to send it at you. Go to 1 and play a Mayhem Devil.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, I wanted to see that be a 1-power creature. I guess we need Shatter the Sky. How about that one?
Yeah, that would be quite good.
Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. If I was at 2, I'd be quite set here. We might just have to risk drawing with Narset. So a decent draw. Bounce this. Try to kill this. And then the 1 attacker kills me. So I think I have to draw something here. So if I have to draw something, the start I should take is by drawing off Narset. I could, to Fairy Bounce, try to hit Grazer, and then I could gain life. Something like that. But I think it is best to just do this first, because if I hit Shatter, then I'm set. So yeah, we're just going to draw a card. Ruh-roh.
Want to discard?
Yeah, I have to discard this to kill Mayhem Devil. And then we have to play Teferi now. And I think we just specifically have to hit Grazer. All right. Got to give yourself some outs. I will bounce this. Grazer. All right. I'm dead.
It's a lot of lands.
Yeah. We drew a lot of tap lands there, but very close to being just able to completely take over. I'm a very firm believer that if you would have attacked Narset there and killed it, you would have lost that game. So I think that was a very heads-up play. Because what would have happened? I was at 9. You would have put me to 8. You would have killed Narset. I had untapped land, taken 2. ECD'd your thing, go to 6. You have 4 power. And then the next turn, I get to go like Yorion, get a blocker, blink ECD, kill the Mayhem Devil, and then, depending on what you would have drawn, I'm still maybe in trouble, but I was put in a much better position.
Yeah. Well, I would have put you to 2 and then played Serrated Scorpion for my hand, and that would have put you in an awkward spot because your Narset would have been gone.
Yeah.
So you'd have had to find like some sort of life gain.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But Rotting Regisaur looked great.
Yeah, Rotting Regisaur did look really good there, I have to say. We did keep a bit of a loose goose on the draw, just only having our first interaction as cycling a Shark Typhoon for 1 into Narset, into ECD. Probably not ideal. I think I really need to be more selective on the draw with this deck. On the play, I think that hand's fine, you know, but... All right, Rob, you got a question when we shuffle up for our 3rd game?
Yeah, one quick question about the way you've built your deck.
Yeah.
So you have like 3 of your Elspeth Conquers Death in the main, and then 1 in the sideboard, and you're not playing like a wish board.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your reasoning for that? Is it just a card you feel like you can trim on, or
just still with the Luris Rakdos Sacrifice decks in mind, where it's literally a dead card if you draw a second one. But with the way the metagame is shaping out, if Obosh takes more of a center stage, and then if these Yorion decks are more popular, it should be 4. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I was mainly playing around just the aggressive decks, having the 4th is not great, and I wanted to have Inspiring Vantage as a top end instead. But yeah. Not for sure correct or anything, but...
Neither of us are high on the Lurrus decks in Standard right now, but they're definitely still around.
Yeah, people play them. I mean, I just destroy them, like, almost every time, but still, you know, good to have a plan. All right, so I'll be on the play. Ooh. Well, if we get some help off the top, this hand is great. So I think it's worth it just for that reason. I'm gonna have a risky keep here on the play.
This hand I think is kind of at the low end of my keep range, but still a keep. Reasonable mix of stuff.
All right, pass to you.
That's not a great draw.
Good.
Start on a Scorpion.
Scorpion, okay.
Really wish that was a Whisper Squad.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, excellent draw on our part there. Now we're just going to play a land and pass to you. We are a Gruul beatdown deck, in case you were wondering.
Attack for 1.
I'll take it. 19.
Blood Crypt tapped.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. 19.
Seems like you're the one who needs this.
Yeah. End step, I'll Dragonfire that. Okay. Untap. Ooh. Spicy. I'll take 2.
17.
And pass to you.
Rotting Regisaur.
Rotting. Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. End step, Omen.
Yep.
Scry 2. We're just looking for an untapped land here. So we hit it. The real question is, do we want the other card? I kind of think I do here. Nah, we'll just keep the top card. Draw that. Draw for my turn. Okay, that's not a bad draw. We are going to go with take 2.
15.
Yep, 15. And fires into Shatter. Just get that out of there.
Okay, I'll draw a card.
All right, pass to you. Now we have our most powerful card, and our mana base is absolutely heinous, so thankfully for that.
This has not been a good sequence of draws.
Yeah. Well, it's been great on my side.
Pass the turn.
Oh no, that isn't great for you. Okay, I'll draw. Fires off the top is quite terrible there. But we just have one heck of a turn of magic here. Let's start with... Tameo.
Sure.
We're going to tick up, and what do I want to name here? I kind of want just the highest percentage of hitting something, so I'm going to name Shark Typhoon since I play 4. Plus, it'd be a good thing to cast here. Miss. And then we're going to go with Narset. And I am going to start by... I kind of want to just draw a card here. What can you flash in? I don't think you can flash anything in. I'm just going to draw a card. Play a land for the turn and pass to you. Kind of put this here so we know these are not in the battlefield.
Could have played that turn by starting on Narset, drawing a card, playing Yorion, blinking their 3 permanents, then casting Tameo. So why didn't you do that?
That's if I would have hit a land.
Oh, you drew the... I guess you drew the land off the Narset is the explanation for that?
Yep.
Okay. Makes sense. You have 2 in hand right now?
2, yep. You know nothing of them.
I am going to bedevil the Tameo on your end step.
Devil Tameo, okay. That makes sense.
Plan is to Obosh this turn. If Corey wants to use Narset and discard a big spell in order to deal with the Obosh, that's fine, but it's probably just getting ECD'd. This has just been a disaster of a series of draws. Could play 1-drop and use Castle instead of Oboshing.
That sounds so bad. I mean, that's not bad, man.
It doesn't sound like the worst thing to me.
Just get him with that reverse psychology.
I'm
Now
really
you're picking up on what I'm throwing down.
I'm very low on this Obosh's ability to do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like this is the matchup for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a Gutter Bones and pass.
Gutter Bones and pass. Now I could sack Omen, but I kind of want to just use Yorion to gain that value anyways. We have a play. I guess we don't have a great play set up for next turn, so maybe it is worth it. Yeah, sure. We'll scry. Those are not great. Put these at the bottom.
Perfect. It's the first thing that's gone well this game.
Yeah. Until yeah, that's not good.
More bricks.
Do I care enough about Narset to keep it around? Probably. I could just draw a card with it and see if I have something to play. Otherwise, it's going to get attacked down by the Bones.
You can also just plus it.
Yeah, I can just plus it. And that's probably better. Okay. We're going to plus for blue.
17.
17. Play a Temple Garden and... cast Yorion, blinking out these two.
Yep.
And I will pass, comes back in, goes back to 4.
Go to 15 to draw a card.
Okay.
Casually losing 5.
Casual lava axe to the face. Love it.
Not a bad sequence of draws. I will Actitrees in the Yorion.
Yep.
Fortunately, I did not draw a way to sacrifice it, but let's attack Narset, attack you.
Okay, they will die.
So 15 all.
Yep.
And then I will play a Rotting Regisaur.
Roddy Reg. All right.
Pass the turn.
We get this back at least. Untap. Now the question is, do we feel like attacking? I think I'm winning this race as of now. Yeah, that's
This is 18.
Oh, come on, get out of here with that. You're not having that. All right. Now I kind of want to just get in there. This does deal 4 then, right?
Yep.
That is reasonable then to want to hold this back. All right, let's hold it back. I'll play Cage as well. Pass to you.
Cage doesn't really do a whole lot here.
Yeah, and then that's the kind of problem with this is you are a beatdown deck, so Cage is not ideal.
So ECD is going to get back Tamio or Narset.
Not next turn, but...
Yeah, in 2 turns.
Yep. Or Grazer, come on. Don't put down old Grazy boy here. Yeah, we've drawn a lot of the interactive side of our deck, and not exactly a lot of the stuff that abuse Yorion. Plus, you had the removal spell for Tammy. That was the big thing. If you didn't kill Tammy, you were so dead. That's usually the recipe there.
I'm wondering if this is another castle turn instead of an Obosh turn. I can play any spell I draw. I would take 4. I think I might fall too far behind in a race then. So I'll go to 11. I still won't have the Obosh in play. You attack me to 7. I attack you to 11. Play this. You get something back. Worst case scenario, you go to 13, and this is only 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you still only attack me to 7. And Narset doesn't go upstairs.
It does not.
So I would still technically win that race, but it seems unlikely. So I think I Obosh this turn just to at least get a hit in before you get to Narset it.
Yeah.
Unless you you have 1 card in hand and a draw step to maybe deal with the Obosh. Okay. Cast Obosh.
Yep.
Play Blood Crypt tapped and pass.
All right. So we're gonna draw, tick this up. Ooh. Feel all warm and fuzzy inside with that draw. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Yeah, I don't see this not being the correct play. I'll attack.
I'm at 11.
Okay, I will Tameo. Bring back Shatter. Weed draw a card.
No, just.
Oh, just me? Oh, hello. Let's do a little Scryaroo. Keep that beautiful card on top and pass to you. Was that good?
Yeah.
That was a good draw. Tameo is just so absurd with fires. It's so good. Normally, you never have the time off to set up for next turn. But when you have fires, you're just able to kind of go cray.
Hand's not very good.
I have a feeling you have 4 lands. That's the only thing that makes sense.
It's a good guess.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go to 8.
Hey, man, you got to leave that castle open. You might want to double castle this turn. Taking 4 down to 7, right?
Oh yeah, because I draw a card. So I'm at 7. You're at 15.
Yeah.
You're up.
All right, untap. What should we bring back with ECD? How about let's bring back Narset. I'll choose Loyalty. I should choose +1/+1 counter for a little flex on you here. All right, we'll choose this. We're going to tick up, targeting Shark Typhoon. God, I'm so unlucky. I never hit. I'm going to draw a card. Actually, before I do that, just to make sure you don't have any action, Teferi.
Sure.
Okay. I should have known. All right, we're going to draw a card. Not going to discard. That was my first spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I suppose Inspired Ultimatum. I'll gain 5. You take 5. I'll draw 5.
I'm at 2.
3.
You're at 20.
4, 5. 20 to 2. And let's see.
You played your 2 spells.
Oh, I'll play another one. Bounce. Draw.
Yeah. Smart.
Yep. And I guess I'll just play a land and say go. Shark. Baby shark.
I'm gonna activate castle, but hold priority.
Hold, yeah.
Hold,
Yeah,
please.
I'm holding.
Activate this castle.
In response. Baby shark. In response. Baby shark. 2 baby sharks. Yeah, your draws weren't exactly great, but hey, neither were mine. Oh man, but honestly, that's why you keep that one ultimatum in whenever you can get it. It really does do a lot of work.
Yeah, and like I'm slowing down a little bit in the post sideboard games anyway.
Yeah.
So you're even more likely to hit it.
Yeah.
Or at least get to a point where you can cast it. So I definitely like the one ultimatum.
Yeah.
Always
maybe
wanna leave your deck a
even
little
more. I mean, like Deafening Clarion looked really bad with how your deck was kind of set up. Of course, certain subsets of your draws, it's going to be very good. But Rotting Regisaur kind of made me a little wary on that. But yeah.
Regisaur looked very good.
Did look
definitely
good, yeah.
impressed by that one. Just puts so much pressure on you. It's also just good at attacking some of the planeswalkers if you need to do that.
Yeah.
Like it can take down a Tameo, can take down a Narset. That's plus.
Yeah.
And survives basically everything but Shadow of the Sky.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, that's why you play that card, because Shatter is unreal good right now. Like Clarion used to be the go-to mass removal spell in Standard, just in Jeskai Fires, because it hit basically everything. But now the scenery has changed so much where I think Clarion is actively pretty medium, and Shatter is just really good.
Works so well with Fire, so well with Tameo, and like sometimes you give up the card to your opponent, but your deck goes so far over the top of what they're doing. All you need to do is stabilize the battlefield. The extra card is probably not going to make the difference. And in the case of that one turn, you got to draw the card.
Yeah, and sometimes when you go to Fairy up and you have like Narset Parter Veils and you go upkeep Shatter and they draw their card and then don't draw for the turn, and it's like, oh.
So you can mitigate that downside pretty easily.
Exactly.
Another impressive showing from the Fires deck. Didn't even really game 1 you had the Yorion draw. In games 2 and 3, I mean Yorion did something, but it was not not really the card that won the game.
No, it was like I was very low on resources, so I just played it. And it was just okay. But you're right, you were able to just control me more because your deck slowed down and you killed all my first couple plays, and then I just got lucky, drew Tameo, which got me into Shatter, and then you were dead from that point. But yeah, a good showing. I like the look of Obosh. I think it does have a worse matchup against the Fires Yorion decks than the non-Fires, just because you don't have those kind of ridiculous turns and you can kind of get under them. But we are going to be heading to round number 2 here, where we're testing for this SCG Open. Whatever Open you want to say we're testing for. We're testing for a team one, because you know what? I miss team opens. Team opens were so fun. And we're yet to team together, so we got to have a versus live squad whenever all this ends. But
that'd be a good squad.
It would be. What are you going to be playing?
So we're moving into Pioneer, and I am going to be moving in on Corey's Yorion Turf, playing the Azorius Heliod Ballista combo deck, but with Yorion that is growing quite popular on Magic Online. It, took both final slots in one of the recent super qualifiers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and is just performing quite well. You run into it quite a bit, so definitely in the conversation or on the short list of best deck in the format right now.
Awesome. I really like that. I am going to be playing a deck that I saw from the mid-range king, Jabberwocky, Magic Online absolute hustler. I'm going to be playing a new strategy. It is called Yorion. It is allowing you to play 80 cards in your deck, and it does busted things, so it's going to be a really new strategy here. I'm going to be pairing it with a Sultai shell, and really just... This match has already been really good, Sultai versus White Devotion. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a very close match, and I just want to see how the Sultai pairs with Yorion.
Yeah, that's a newcomer to the Yorion kingdom, I guess. So we'll see how those two go against each other after... How long of a break we need, Rob? 5 minutes. We'll see you then.